Hey guys, welcome back to Barry's Corner. It's Emily here, and today I'm going to be reading romance books for a week. Okay, first off, I look like a mess because I just got out of the shower, but I am back at college, so I gotta go to class. So let's just ignore it for this clip. But I've been wanting to do this book for a while, and I actually bought a couple of romance books 2 days ago. I started reading Forever and Ever by Lucy Score. I'm 230 pages in, and I was like, stop, let me do this video right now, like right now. So my bad, I am already 230 pages into this book, but it is a slow burn, so haven't gotten much yet. But let me tell you what this book is about. So it's basically about this girl named Remy Ford, and she moves back to Mackinac Island to her family because she's actually in danger. We don't really know what type of danger yet. And then Brick Callens, he has been in love with her forever. It's also an age gap romance. He's like 8 years older than her, and he basically is so in love with her but can't have her. But I don't know fully why he's like so determined to not have her, but he's trying to help her without getting emotionally involved. And so one of the main things I really like about this is that there's two different mysteries going on. One in present day about like what danger is happening with Remy, and then also in a couple of chapters it goes back a couple of years, like 14, 13, 12 years prior, to figure out why she's upset at Brick and why Brick doesn't fully want to be with her. And I will say that Lucy Score is doing these mysteries so right. Like I am just wanting more. Like I want to know what danger she's in. I want to know what happened with them in the past. And also this is a big slow burn, and there are a couple of authors like Mariana Zapata that I don't like, and I just don't like how they write slow burns, but Lucy Score writes slow burns so freaking well. The tension, the chemistry that I'm getting, oh my, there hasn't even been a kiss yet, but I'm like, oh my gosh, ship them so much. I love their relationship. But there is a little bit of miscommunication, so you do get both point of views. It's third person, but you do get both point of views, and rightfully so. Remy keeps getting mad at Brick because he's like so hot and cold, and so if I didn't have Brick's perspective I would be so mad with her, but I'm getting Brick's perspective and I see how much he loves her, so let's see if that miscommunication gets like solved soon. But yeah, I'll update you guys a little bit later because that is all that's oh wait, actually no, I have a couple of books that I want to show you. As I said, I bought this book a couple of days ago. I actually bought a couple of other books as well. So the first one is Angelica, Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne. If you know Sally Thorne, she's the person that wrote 99% Mine and The Hating Game. I love The Hating Game, and when I read this a month ago, like saw that she was gonna make this book, I was like, Miss Girl, Sally Thorne, what are you doing? This is so different from anything you've ever done before. But I trust her. You know what I mean? I love Sally Thorne with all my heart. And so basically it's about this girl named Angelica Frankenstein, and she works with Victor to create a monster, but she starts making her own for love. And when he awakens, he's like, no, I don't want to fall in love with you. I want to go find out who I was before you. And so she helps him on this quest, and then, you know, they can't deny their chemistry. I think this is the book that I'm going to read after Forever and Ever, because I read the first couple of pages and it was actually really easy to get into. So maybe that'll be the next book. Lastly, the book is There's Something About Mary. In Barnes & Noble's, all Christmas books are 50% off. I got this for $7. I was like, give me right now. I don't think this will be the third book that I read in this video, but it is about a girl named Mary, and she has had a horrible year. She's taking over her family's Christmas tree farm, but she's trying to prove herself because her family kind of doesn't really think she's good at it. She's also texting a guy on a dating app anonymously, and it's this guy named Clark Griffin who she's been chatting with, who is their new farm's foreman. I might not read it, but I just wanted to show you guys my little haul there. But yeah, oh my gosh, it looked horrible. Let's get on to the week and let's get on into these books because I'm actually so excited. 400 pages into Forever and Ever, 150 pages left, and guys, I am not liking it as much as I was beforehand. It has gotten so repetitive with the romance. They have these really good moments, and she's like, please love me, and he's like, no, I can't do that, and she's like, why? You're hurting me. And she's like, this will be your last time, like, you don't get any more chances after this. And he's like, fine. He walks away, and then she still gives him chances, and this happened like 4 or 5 times throughout the book. 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, girl, why are you letting him walk all over you? And not that he's like hurting her, like, not like he's like a bad guy, but it's definitely toxic because he knows how much she loves him, low-key. And then also after they actually start getting into like a physical relationship with which by the way, the spicy scenes are very spicy. Okay, let me just say that. His communication still sucks so much. And she's trying to pull away a little bit because she's guarding her heart because he has literally rejected her for 14 years, basically. And he's like upset and just like still like pulling away too. And he just has major mommy issues and he is just not communicating. And of course I like my guys with a little bit of trauma, but not like this, okay? Not gonna lie. He's really, truly annoying me. But I will say one part that I did love in this book was when he found out what the danger was that she was running away from. Because at the beginning of the book, you find out that she has a cast, her arm's in a cast because she got into a car accident. You don't really know much else about that. Oh my gosh, the scene, the flashback was in detail and we found out everything and I was just in shock. I feel like the mysteries in this book were really well written and I really enjoyed that. But honestly, this book is a low 4-star right now. I think the ending will pick it up, but it's definitely not going to be a 5-star because I'm not a big toxic romance girly. You know what I mean? That's just not who I am. I finished Forever and Ever and I enjoyed the ending. I gave it a 4 stars still, but it is a higher 4 stars. The ending was really nice to see with Brick and Remy and even the family, just everybody together and how everybody loves one another. It was just so nice to see. The dangerous part where they got the bad guy, that was also kind of cool to see. Overall, it was a pretty good ending, but I still gave this book a 4 stars because it's still so repetitive. It's not as toxic as some of the other books that I've read before, or like I've heard that Magnolia Parks is super toxic. So if you handle that, you can handle this book. But if you like Lucy Score, you'll definitely like this book. I feel like I liked Knox in Things We Never Got Over Brick, but I like this plot line and this story better than Things We Never Got Over. Take it as you will. Maybe it's just not the Lucy Score book for me and I just need to keep trying because I definitely do like her writing. But I am excited for the next book that I want to read, which is The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. And this book just came out a couple of days ago. I am going to read it on Kindle Unlimited because it's on Kindle Unlimited. That whole series is, and honestly, all of her books are actually. So the Billionaire's Dreamland series is about 3 brothers and their grandfather passed away. And he was the owner of Dreamland, which is kind of like Disneyland. And to get their shares of the company, they need to complete like these conditions that their grandfather set when he passed. And so Cal's condition is that he has to live for a summer in his old lake house that he used to go to when he was a boy before he sells it. The issue is he goes back and he meets Alana, who was his childhood best friend. And also apparently he broke her heart about 6 summers ago. And he's like, hey, what are you doing here? And she's like, hello, my name is on the deed. I'm so excited for this. The past 2 books I've been giving 4 stars and I feel like his golden retriever energy with a hint of trauma will bring me to 5 stars for the final book in the series. I'm so excited. I look insane. Okay, I'm a third of the way through Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This book, I am absolutely adoring, and I went into this really wanting Cal's perspective and really wanting to see more of Cal, and I do love him, but honestly I'm staying for Alana is so amazing, such a great main character, such a great love interest. She's Hispanic, I'm Hispanic, although she's Colombian, I'm Puerto Rican, but like there's little sayings like sana sano colito de rana, like that I'm like, I love my childhood, you're just saying everything from my childhood. Or she made arepa con queso for her daughter, and also just seeing her with her daughter is amazing, and seeing her speak Spanish to her daughter is just so heartwarming to me. I really see myself in Alana, like truly she's so strong but so kind. She's so selfless, but also Cal, we see a lot of his addiction. He's an alcoholic. We see a lot of his addiction in this book, and I'm loving seeing that, but seeing her react to him having an addiction when her sister also is an addict as well is like so heartbreaking to me, and just like I just really resonate with Alana myself. But this book is so phenomenal and I love them together, and the tension, the sparks, the chemistry is there from the first moment we see them. It is there. I'm loving it. I think this is going to be my favorite. Also, it's a small town romance if you're looking for that type of thing. So I finished Final Offer, and I didn't update you guys before because I didn't really want to be very repetitive and continue saying that I love this book so much, but I do. This book is by far my favorite out of the series. First of all, Alana is my celebrity crush. Okay, I love her, how kind-hearted she is, but also she's very ready to stick up for herself and stick up for her child. And I know I didn't talk much about Cal in the last clip, but I do want to say that I really enjoyed Cal's perspective and just seeing a new side to him that's very serious and romantic, and just showing how he has demons of his own, because we only see like the funny and the witty side to him before in the other books. I also just love the portrayal of addiction in this novel, and also just having a spouse and a family member with addiction. I literally could not ask more of this novel, especially since they've been like childhood best friends forever. So like even when they were kind of denying their love, you could literally feel the tension and the sparks and like the iconic smooth romantic lines. It was there from the beginning and I just loved it so much. There were also a lot of cameos from like Iris and Zara and Declan and Rowan from the previous books, which I really enjoyed because yes, we usually get cameos in the other books, but not as much as this book. So I really enjoyed it. It was just a really nice ending. 5 out of 5 stars. That book is just perfection. I love it so much. Now I am a third of the way through Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match in this book. I'm gonna be honest and say that I really was very skeptical about this book. It's so weird and just not what Sally Thorne normally writes, which is like witty, comical romance books. I mean, it's set in the 1800s. It follows Frankenstein. So it's like, what? Where is she going? Like, what's going on here? But this book, guys, is phenomenal. The writing, literally so good, so easy to get into. The tone and the plot and the setting is so whimsical, but like dark whimsical. The humor is so dry. I've literally laughed out loud multiple times in this book, but it's such dry humor. This book is nothing like I expected, yet everything I've ever wanted. Christina Lauren said a blurb at the beginning, and I wanted to read it to you. It says, after reading an early draft of Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match, we immediately emailed Sally's agent and called dibs. Okay, that's not a thing you can actually do in publishing, but this is a book we've been waiting for, and we can't wait to shove it into everyone's hands. Take everything you've come to love in a Sally Thorne novel, witty banter, a sexy toe-curling romance, and a voice that practically pirouettes off the stage, but add one part Tim Burton. Dear reader, this is what's waiting for you, and we are obsessed. This is Sally Thorne at her absolute best, and I literally could not agree more. The nods to the classic Frankenstein are so, I mean, like, of course, Frankenstein makes her match, so of course it's gonna have nods to the original Frankenstein, but like their maid is named Mary, which Mary Shelley's the author of Frankenstein, and it's just so freaking good, and the feeling is there. It's just a lot more like lighthearted than the original classic. I just want to say that this book is amazing so far, a third of the way through, and we're getting, even though that he's trying to find like his past life, we're getting a lot of romance already, and I love it. Okay, I'll update you guys when I'm about 2/3 of the way through the book. I'm gonna keep this short. I'm 2/3 of the way through Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match, and I'm definitely enjoying it. Is it the best romance book I've ever read? No, not at all. But I think where I think a lot of people won't like this book is if they take it too seriously. This is not a book to take seriously. Sally Thorne is, you can feel how much fun she had while writing this book, and in turn that is making me have so much fun. I'm loving Angelica, I'm loving Victor, and it's just so, like, everything that comes out of their mouth is completely honest. Like, they don't think before they speak, which is totally different from other romance books that I've read that is all like internal angst and like, oh, does he love me? Does he not? Like, no, everything is out on the line here. And I also really like that it expanded on the regular Frankenstein. Like in the original Frankenstein, we don't really enjoy Victor because he made this monster and then he just kind of like let it go. It was killing things, but he didn't take the blame for like himself. He just blamed the monster, even though the monster didn't really know anything. And in this book, you just kind of see him as an actual human being, and like, I don't know, you see his feelings and what he's scared of and just his hopes and dreams. And it's just really nice, and really nice to see like the family aspect and him and Lizzie together and Lizzie and Angelica together. I'm really enjoying it, and I want other people to read it, but do not take it too seriously. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay guys, I finished Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match, which also means that this is the end of the video. I really enjoyed this book. I feel like I'm gonna be a little repetitive because my feelings are the exact same as the last two times that I've updated you. This book is just so unique and nothing like I've ever read before, and I do want to recommend it, but I just want people to know what they're going into. Like, it's not a regular romance novel, but like if you want to get the Frankenstein vibes, if you want to see more of Lizzie and Victor and Angelica, I mean, Angelica's new, but you know what I mean. I truly love their family aspect. Like, I love seeing them together, and Victor at the end, like, I love Victor, okay? He just is like the best brother character ever. I love Will and Angelica. Will is the guy that she made, or at least his first name that they gave him. And I love seeing their love. Like, it's so pure, and I love this book. I truly do. I gave it a 5 stars. And again, like you really have to extend your mind a little bit, go out of your comfort zone to read this book, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, but as I said, this is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I really read some good books. Forever and Ever was my least favorite, although it was a 4 stars. I do think it was a low 4 stars. Then I read Final Offer, which was a 5 out of 5. I love that book, but that book and this book, even though they were both 5 out of 5, they're completely different vibes. But I'm glad that I've read all of these. I hope that you guys got some little book recommendations. And yeah, let me know what your favorite romance books are down in the comments. Please subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you want to do, and goodbye.